What can we replace it with? Does anyone have something? I don't have anything in my mind right now. What can we replace stressed with? Yeah, thank you. Good. That's a nicer word to use. Words are different to different people. Some people might prefer the word stressed, but you can use overwhelmed. Yeah, because if we keep talking to ourselves negatively and using these words that aren't helpful, we're not going to be feeling great. We're not going to be feeling motivated. Another thing, I get up really early in the mornings. Yeah, I get up at 4, maybe 5. 6 a.m. is a bit of a sleep. And it's because I'm a sole parent. I put my daughter to bed quite late because she doesn't need a lot of sleep. And then I'm tired afterwards, or I'm ready to have a sleep. And so if I want to do work at night, I'm just not feeling it. So instead of calling my alarm clock an alarm clock, I call it an opportunity clock, because I have the opportunity to get out of bed. Yeah. And when I first get up in the morning, instead of it's like I should get out of bed, I say I could get out of bed. Can you see how that feels a bit nicer? Like I could get out of bed. Yeah. So watch that. Watch it. I should go for a run. I should do weights. I should eat the salad instead of the chocolate cake. So you know what? I could. And it's just being a lot nicer to ourselves, a lot easier on ourselves. And on attitude, you could be like Conor McGregor. Yeah. All that matters is how you see yourself. Who thinks is going to win? Yeah, a couple of people. Awesome. Good. Yep. So on your attitude, just keep in mind that the world is full of infinite possibilities and infinite potential. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. When you think about yourself and you think about your goals, the world is full of infinite potential, infinite possibilities. And let's look at the Wright brothers, for example. The Wright brothers were the guys who invented the aeroplane. So essentially, back in the day, what they said was, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a car. We're going to put wings on it. And then it's going to fly. Yeah, people thought they were crazy. But then what happened? Yeah, they believed in themselves. They allowed themselves to achieve something no matter what the naysayers said. And the minute mile as well. I don't know. Essentially some scientists said, okay, it is impossible for the human body to run a mile a minute. And that's what, scientists came together and said. But then what happened one day? Someone ran a mile in a minute. Well, proved them wrong. And then what happened after the one person did it? All these other people did it, yeah? In the next couple of months, all these other people did it. That's really cool. That's really inspiring. So when we think about what is possible, allow that to motivate you. So the world is an interesting place. When you first watched Star Wars 20 years ago, and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker saw the hologram Princess Leia message, did you think that would be possible? Probably not. Did you think that, 10 years ago, that Skype would be possible, FaceTime? Probably not, and it is now. So the reality is today, do we think that this is possible? Do you? I do. Yeah, from everything we've seen. Yeah, so the world is full of, just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind to everything. And also, people limit themselves with 5 senses. Yeah, we can see, feel, taste, smell, touch. Yeah. But the reality is that there's so much more to the world and to ourselves than just the 5 senses. Yeah, we've got our intuition as a 6th sense. Yeah. Let's not reject that idea right now. If we meet someone and we get a bad feeling about them, do we trust our intuition? We don't even know them, but do we? No, it's not. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so if we see someone across the street, they look perfectly fine, we get a bad feeling about them, we're with our families, that we trust our intuition. So there's so much more to the world than what's just here. Yeah, let's not look at just what's here. Let's look at what's out there, the possibility, and allow it to motivate us into anything that we want to do. Okay, so I have another small video. It goes for about a minute and a bit. And it's just something that it'll help when you think about self-talk. This has been proven by science over and over and over again. If you reject it or not, that's entirely up to you. But it's a really cool thing to look at when you think about the fascinations of the world. Kind of cool, huh? Did anyone see that for the first time? Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, interesting. I worry. I'm like, oh, people have probably seen it. So that's really cool. That's all done by science under microscopes over and over and over and over again. And people even do it at home with water and rice. So they put rice in a jar of water and I love you on it, and then they put it, on one side of the table, and I love you, rice with water, and then they, on the opposite one, they just put down I hate you, and they put it on the other side of the table, and they speak to it in a nasty way, and that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. They're really cool experiments. You can find them all over the internet. So yeah, just be mindful, be aware of what it is that you're telling yourself and other people too. So just quickly, I'll touch on this. Reiki's really cool. I don't know if anyone's ever gone and had a Reiki session, but it is so relaxing. It's almost the nicest way to meditate or to have a personal guided meditation. So someone could come in feeling stressed and with a tummy ache, and we'd do a Reiki session together, and they'd leave and their tummy ache would be gone. It's really cool. So just to compare something that's quite like, spiritual meditation, comparing it to something that's quite modern. So you go to a masseuse to massage the muscles to balance it, same as physios. Go to chiros to balance the bones, acupuncturists. It's quite Eastern medicine still, but it just balances things in your body. So essentially what Reiki would do is do that just kind of, relaxation, energetically, spiritually. So if someone would come into my office and say, Anita, I'm feeling really stressed and I have really bad digestion at the moment, I'd go, awesome, let's sit down and meditate. And I'd probably put a lot of focus on their solar plexus, because digestion and solar plexus, that's what a Reiki practitioner would think. And if the same person would go to a chiropractor, I'm really stressed, I just need to calm down a little bit, and there's something wrong with my digestion. The chiropractor will essentially say, okay, they'll fix their spine up, and they'll put a lot of focus on T5 to T7, which is around the solar plexus. So, popular psychology versus things like spirituality or mantras. If you're an athlete and you've ever seen a sports psychologist or a mind coach, they're going to essentially be taking you through a visualization. So say it's fight night. All the training's done. It's judgment day. You're getting your hands wrapped by your coach. You're hitting your pads. You're looking strong. You're walking up to the ring. You jump the ropes. The bell goes ding, 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 ding. You punch the other person in the face really hard. That's what's going to happen. If you ever get taken through a visualization in in anything you do. And, this is what a sports psychologist or mind coach will tell you to do. Just keep visualising, visualising the positive things. You can get punched in the face too, but you're punching them twice as hard. So the same thing applies to everything in our lives. Yeah, it applies to the image we have of ourselves. What is wrong with someone having a mantra or something that they say to themselves daily, like, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. It's hard at first. It's hard for them to accept that. But after a while, it's going to be ingrained in their subconscious mind. I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. Yeah? So it's all about believing in ourselves and improving our mental health, however you approach it. So the one thing about if you're feeling really good now, if you're feeling a little bit motivated, more motivated than you were before you came in, perfect. But it is all pointless if you do not take action. Yeah? This is all pointless if we're going to go home tonight and do nothing. So we need a plan. Write stuff down. Write a to-do list. I get up at really early in the morning. I guarantee if I don't have a specific list, I will push snooze and then I'll turn my opportunity clock off and I'll wake up when I need to. Yeah? Dishes, send those 3 emails, cook breakfast, have shower. Write stuff down. We also need to know, have clear goals, clear vision. What is it we want in life? We need to know our motivations. And you know what? There's accountability as well. If we want to get up and exercise in the morning but we're not feeling motivated, why don't we speak to someone who is on the same mission or goal, and that way we have to get up and we have to go on the run because we don't want to let them down. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Now, goals and vision, really, really important. If you're not feeling motivated, but you don't know what it is you want to do, why it is you want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's no point. Everything needs to be really, really clear. Has anyone here not heard of SMART goal? Like not? Yeah. See, it's okay, a few of you, yeah. See, it's really flooded. I actually get a bit sick of SMART goal, but it's a really nice start because people set their goals and they don't take action. It is all about taking action. So essentially there's a way that you set goals. I prefer the word vision. I don't know what you guys are like. I don't really like the word goal. Vision sits better with me. So when you set your goals, they need to be SMART, which essentially is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely. So for example, I want to lose weight is not a goal. Yeah? We need to be specific. I want to lose 20 kilos. Boom. Very good. Yeah. And timely. Like, is it achievable? Probably. I don't think I could lose 20 kilos, but someone else who is, twice as tall as I am, it's achievable for them. Yeah. And also timely. I want to lose 20 kilos. How am I going to be motivated to get up the next day and work it out because I want to lose 20 kilos in 20 years? I don't really need to get up tomorrow to do that. So we need to set a deadline. Yes, some sort of a deadline. I want to lose 20 kilos in, 12 months' time. And it's really, really important to set these goals and set big goals and mini goals in between. I'm just going to do a little bit of drawing. So there's a goal. There's the 20 kilos. Yeah? This is 5 kilos. This is 8 kilos. This is 15 kilos. Yeah, so what we need a big goal and we need the mini goals in between. That's the reality. Yeah? We can do that. We need the action steps and we need to congratulate ourselves here with a piece of chocolate cake. Yeah. See, the thing is as well, if we don't have this big goal, then we are the dodgem car, yeah? We're going to keep going, boom, boom. Yeah, we need to be like the train when we think about what it is that we want to achieve. So this is my big goal. This is the 20 kilos, or fight, or premiership, yeah? So when we're on a train, we can stop along the way, but we know where our destination is. And sometimes, we get off track. Injury. Damn. So, okay, my injury's getting better. Okay, cool. Can get back on track. Then we can get there and reach our goal. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if this is our path, we're still on the train, and we're still going to where we want to be. And if we don't have this, then we're just going to be dodging cars, come up against things. We're not going to know where we're going. And taking action, we cannot solve problems with the same action we used when we created them. We need to change. Okay, the first quote I put on here was, change is inevitable, personal growth is a choice. Your lives are going to change, your personalities are going to change, your bodies are going to change, everything is going to change. Yeah, but it's going to just change, in whatever way. We need to take specific action steps, something that's useful to us, in order to go where we want to go, be happy, feel the way we want to feel. And do your goals match your full potential? There are a million Muhammad Ali quotes I wanted to put down today, and I chose this one. It's a bit long. Yeah, but it's just impossible was nothing. Let's just say that. Yeah, you might have this thing, idea, there's no way I could lose 20 kilos, but the reality is, you probably could lose 20 kilos. Impossible is nothing. And take inspiration from people like Muhammad Ali. And yeah, when you look for inspiration, look at who is doing it better than you are. So, do we have a favourite footballer over here? Like, who's your favourite AFL footballer? Is that, yeah? Is that a football? Yeah? I don't know football, I'm sorry. Okay, so what is this footballer doing that is better than you are to allow you to change your actions to be this person? Dicko, was it? Okay, is he training harder? Is he going for more runs? Is he doing more weights? Yeah? So who's your favourite Muay Thai fighter? Or who's someone that you can look up to, you want to be like? Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, and what is she doing that, that you could do to be better than you are now?
Absolutely, everything.
There we go, right? Yeah, so it'd be good to get specific.
Strength.
Yep.
She does heaps of strength and conditioning. She trains harder. She has trains her mind as well.
Perfect.
She has a really good attitude and she believes.
Perfect, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to be like Tiffany. That's really cool. So, if you have a vision of where you want to go, like who you want to be, look at someone who's already doing it and do what they're doing. Only stuff that you want to do what they're doing. There's some stuff they do you don't want to do. Don't do that. It's really, really cool to take inspiration. You can do that anywhere, like your boss at work. If you want to be better at your job and you want to be like your manager or something, what is your manager doing that you can do to be better at your job? You can take inspiration from anywhere, motivation from anywhere to better yourself. Now taking action, big one still. Okay, there's a difference between what we know and what we do often, all the time. We know we shouldn't be eating that chocolate cake if we want to lose weight, but we do anyway. Yeah? So break that boundary. Do whatever you can to break that boundary. Change your habits. Like practice. It doesn't always come, that easily. Sometimes it does, but we need to practice and we need to change our habits. And we need to keep in mind that the brain's like a muscle. Here we have a very, very strong brain. They've done a lot of mind work, right? So just practice and change.